He's asking, is the shadow work an essential part of getting to our potential? Absolutely, because it's the half of yourself that you do not see. That's why it's the shadow or the dark side. The dark and light are one thing in you. They're the polarity in you. The dark is the negative side or the feminine side, the hidden. The light is the masculine side. So that's why they have all of these deities or God as the man and the woman always in the background. This physical interpretation comes from an esoteric understanding of the feminine being the hidden. She's the hidden power. So the Muslim has the woman walk behind him, and the Egyptians have the woman behind him. But it's an esoteric concept that the woman actually is the dark side, like the Kalipov, that pushes your light forward. So that's why it seems like Mary Magdalene is some punk for washing Jesus' feet with her hair. But that's an esoteric symbology for him sleeping and her activating him. You could read a book called Oracle of the Illuminati by William Henry, and it'll explain the importance, the Technicolor Dreamcoat, Jason and the Argonauts, the quest is really about the divine feminine, and the divine feminine, how it is actually the power base or the dark side. So what you know is what you know, and what you know in this place only amounts to the ego, or turns into the ego, because it has nowhere to go. It's missing until you tap into that dark side. Then you start to balance out your light side, and then you understand the ego for what it is, and you become that true being, not just the person, I like to save the babies, just that talking fake ass deep good person. I came to save black people, but it's really about your YouTube hits and how much shit they could get from your ass. But you really become that giving person, that person that gives in their own way, that undying person. You know what I'm saying? That person that has something to offer many. So the dark side or the shadow work is the most necessary to actually complete yourself. That's what they keep you out of. That's what every scary movie is about. That's what every devil thing is about, to keep you out the other side of yourself, which is the feminine side. So yet again, it is also a way to destroy the divine feminine yet again. Out of darkness comes light. One of the first things Bobby Hemmett told me before I started speaking, this ain't about no dark side shit. I've never come out going dark side, nigga, dark side. That became a religion. I helped to stop that shit, because it's out of darkness comes light. The darkness is that ignorance in you, and it must become the light side. I am a light nigga. You know what I'm saying? A nigga of light. And I'm willing to go into darkness to get it, because that's where it exists. That's the alchemy. You don't get light from light. You get light from darkness. So why all the Baphomet and the Satan? Because that's the sciences of the darkness. That's the negative polarity that brings you to the other side of that coin. Positive polarity, Christ. You can't become the Christ until you become the devil. And they're the same thing. And not only that, Brother Phil just got finished explaining that on the last show, The Bright Morning Sun. So if you understand, it's not dark versus light. Dark, just like hot and cold, as I pointed out in the psychomancy, is one thing. It's called temperature. And dark and light is one thing. It's called temperature. Right, it's light. Or light. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You can look at it, well, black and white, or dark in illumination, if you want to say.